Hey, gang. See, we got Jaden, 11, Tinky Winky, the Crazy, Gianna. How are y'all doing? Hey, Brayden. Y'all doing good for a Monday? I know some of y'all schools has started back because one of my co-workers, her kids went back. Well, one of them went back today, the other one's going back tomorrow. And you're back. Yay! Okay. So look, we got everything going. Put a little do not disturb on my Discord. Okay, so I was setting up, and I kind of did an oopsie because I was clearing some of the non-MSQ stuff, and those ones that I just kind of click through to get done. When I get down here to Yusumiyan, not thinking, I clicked through his stuff. I do have what he said. Well, can't see it because it's behind this. But I'll read it. But it was it was for the Good King Moogle quest. So before I pick up the next one, I'll go ahead and read this so that we don't miss anything while you work on. Yay! My phone up just a little bit. There we go. Alright, so, and there wasn't a cutscene, it was just him talking, so we didn't miss too terribly much, just a few paragraphs. So, welcome, Gran'ma. Welcome. That you should be the one to face Good King Moogle Mog. The 12th is of great comfort to me and the elemental both. As I am sure you know, the Moogles are not by their nature a warlike race. Yet, should the king be suffered to remain, hey, Angel, how you doing, baby? Yet, should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in him. And I think I need to turn my music down just a little bit here. I feel like I'm having to fight it. Music. I don't feel like I'm fighting it so much now. Hey, soap powder. Welcome, y'all. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. So, like I said, he just said those few things and it completed that quest. And I guess I was zooming a little bit too much to make certain that I started on time. Okay. I'll pick up one night and before later. You have selected Regicide. Brother Isumiyan would unfold to you the secrets of Good King Moggle Mog the 12th magical defense. The wards barring access to the King's sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones. The self-same method employed 5 years ago, when first the king was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of the guardians who then held the keystone, for none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kuplo Kops confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Moggles guards themselves. Yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the king's sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so and dare not labor any longer, for fear that Mughals might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must need to have Kublo Kap's keystone, Gran'ma. Pray, go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at West Yorkshire. Impress upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield. Alrighty then. Hi, Dulcie. How you doing, darling? It's your birthday? Well, happy birthday, darling. Let's go find Kublo Cup. Let's see. Where am I going? Ah, over here. There he is. So, how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that. Well, if there's truly no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Pier. I'll go on ahead. He didn't wanna. Whoops. I forget. Oh, I'm right here. Alright. Uh-oh. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning, and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him. It don't matter how many people, baby. It could be one person I'm talking to. Well, we offered you a choice, and this is how you repay us? By consorting with this Lalafell? Imperials, Gridanians, Sylphs, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo. Traitor to his kin's Mughal, who plots treason against the crown. And now, Kublo Kap will answer for his crimes soon enough. As for all who defy the will of the good King Moggle Mog XII, may he reign forevermore, Kupo. Well, okay then. Hey, Socrates, Grandma loves you too, baby. The king is planning to purge the 12th wood for his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop it before it's too late. Well, okay then. Let's go stop him. The entrance to Thornmarsh is deep within Bramble Branch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the war. But be warned, the Muggles Guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me, Kupo. Alright, so we are gonna try and get him there. It's Final Fantasy 14, baby. Alright. Well, that's one. sneak enough on Well, can we heal him? We can. Okay. Alright. We got one more tunnel to go through. Well, dog. Dang it. I guess I should have moved. That is okay. Dang it. There we go. Goodness. Did we get him there? Yep, nothing else popped up. We're here, Copo. I don't see any more beasts. Do you? I do not. Are you ready to face the King Kupo? And then step closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus. Like when you attune to an Aetherite, Kupo. I'll open the way for you. We're attuning to a piece of leaf. The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish Moogles a lesson and send the king back whence he came. You don't have to change. It's okay, I can wait a minute. Or I can queue up. I mean, either way, I don't mind. Hi, Lights. How you doing, darling? Hey, baby Sandra. And that is okay. You keep doing that. I'm excited to see what's at the end of that. So, we will. Oh, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. I just saw your Instagram reel about going live, and I just want to say you are so beautiful, and I hope you're having fun in Aorta. Yeah, I am, darling. Thank you so very much. Okay. Whew. We're going to queue for Thorn March as the healer. I don't think I've done this one at level in a very long time. So, where we will try very, very hard um, to at least somewhat remember the mechanics. Oh, that was quick. There we go. Yay! Much love from the land down under. Thank you, baby. How are you doing, sweetheart? There's nothing to it these days. You skip almost everything. Hey, I'm okay with that. Hugo, who in the seven houses? Meddling adventures, I'd wager. Nuggles guard to arms, defend the King Poopo. Alright. I can remember the first time I did this, and it was so hard to do. Now we can do the dance. Ah, how quickly can you get him down? and fierce, flawless, and fabulous, sweetheart. And my neck procedure went wonderfully. I actually woke up without one of my nasty headaches this morning. So, okay. There we go. Actually, let me catch up real quick. I'm about to head into a job interview. Thank you for asking. I'll lurk for now. Down with King Moogle. Good luck on your interview, sweetheart. Hi, Irvin. You're at, well, I hope I'm alive. Otherwise, I'm just a zombie sitting here playing a video game. I'm doing better than what I can do. Aw, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Okay. You did it, Kupo. You did it. The good King Moggle Mog the 12th, may his mighty soul rest in pieces no more. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Moggle guard when you did. Thank you, Gran'ma. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest sure that the chieftain will have choice words for them too. My mom and dad embarrassed me. They told my friend that I liked him, and I turned really red. Ah, well, do you like him? And did he like you back? You should go and tell Puckman Pack that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Raya at Camp Tranquil and can relay the news to the chieftain. We're going to teleport over there. Oh, this quicker, and we can get a lot further. I can't be bothered with it. There we go. Major fan. Aw, thank you, sweetheart. Alright. And now that we have flight, we don't have to like run everywhere. At least until we get to the next exit. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Moggle Mog the 12th, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen. All Moogle kind owes you a debt, Kupo. And I sense Aurelia O wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you two speak without fear of interruption. Well, okay then. I do like it, but that was embarrassing. Yeah, and I get it, sweetheart. I do. That's why you tell them that you like them first before anybody else does. On the properties of Primus, Raya Osena wishes to congratulate you on your victory over good King Moggle Mog the 12th. Your bravery and service to the 12wood and her Moogle shall not be forgotten, Gran'ma. And the thing is really late. Let's turn it down here. There we go. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the woman responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Stand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. That's her sister? Okay. I guess I never paid attention to that part, or I had forgotten it, or something. I said hello, sweetheart. I don't know how many times you want me to say hi, but I assure you, I run out of hellos eventually. Alright, there we go. Oh, the elder seer. Okay. I thought it was the person there. Never mind. I knew that. Honey. Okay. Gran'ma, you are returned to us unharmed and victorious. Thus have I two reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind as to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmark. Then it is as we feared. The king really is a primer. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Mughals don't worship him, for one thing. He's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like any primal I've ever heard of. Me either, Yuta. Me either. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that though a combination of the power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Mughals called forth a being that by right could not exist. Moreover, when slain, the said being left no corpse. The aether which comprised him instead being scattered to the four winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means Ascians. The whole business reeks of their handiwork. Kupopo! They said it was a masked man who taught them how years ago. But Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Unfound it all. How many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation. A somber thought, but a solitary. My heartfelt thanks, Gran'ma. Already the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, well, before you do, my lady, I was hoping we might finish discussing that other matter. The matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies for Revenant's cause. We knew we could count on you, my lady. Ada and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangements with the elder Cece. Mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired. Alright, I'll go talk to Menthelia. Pray return to the Waking Sands. Where's my... Fix that chocobo. No hablo español. And that's about all I know how to say. It is good to see you hale and healthy, Grandma. I received word from Eda and Papa Limo that you had failed good King Moggle Mog the 12th, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was as I said, summoned with the same method used by the beast tribes and taught by Asians. Though unfortunate this incident did at least serve to remind the elder seer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. My thanks, Grandma. The gifted. The time has come at last to leave Vesper Bay. And Menphilia would have praised you of the final details of the move. Well, I actually look like she's on the ground. Owing to the tireless effort of all concerned, we are, at long last, ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So, to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Revenant Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly. But on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seems only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Grandma. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given to the care of Urion J. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and darkest moments in our order's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urion J shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alizé shall continue to work closely with him as well. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urion J, would you inquire of him if any task remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. No problem. Hi, Wicker Fam. How you doing, darling? Thou art ever welcome, Grandma, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightly be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how readily he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely stridden into the great unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor, faded by the eons. And still, man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they are found. He's actually getting easier to no more. Be not offended, Grandma, thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and all thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of Ah! Whence came that cry? The solar 12 for Finn, the antecedent. Well, that's not good. Grandma, you, you must. Yeah, and here we go. Tell me, Louis Watt, would you have done the same? Louis Watt Levadour was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. Well, at least he's not a man in a black coat. An Askian here? How? One second, King. The GM Goblin just found you, Granny. I just started 14 this month. What got you started playing? Well, I've actually been playing. This is an alt, actually. My regular Grandma is actually at the end, um, working on weapons and stuff currently. But I enjoy this story so much. Um, Greatest story I've ever had the pleasure of playing, that I enjoy sharing it, and I had not streamed to my YouTube people. Um, so I created a Grandma Reborn, and started from the beginning. But I actually got into it. I was actually waiting on WoW X Pack to come out in 2020 when we were all in quarantine, and my best girlfriend got me the game, and I enjoyed it so much that I got um, hooked on it and decided that I was going to play it. And then, probably about a year later, I enjoyed it so much I decided I wanted to learn how to stream. So that was fun. Um, but yeah, I absolutely enjoy it. And it's fun going back through because you pick up on little things that you didn't quite hear or you may have missed, or something that ties into something later on. How readily you see you are indeed gifted antecedent. But you are not like the others. You're rogues, gifted but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you harshly. The fault lies with your forebears. It has been millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who ye speak of Lahabrea? Lahabrea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. But he is still Come, I only confirmed that which you already knew. And there is no cessation, no oblivion, only expulsion. You. What are. We are ready when you are, my lady. If there's nothing else, is something the matter? Taru can't see him. I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you're ready. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift and the knowledge both. To her, we are indis- indistinct. I, I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless. What truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectations, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. And so it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me. Nothing. The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it, you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than this crude approximation. La Habrea did not think so highly of the echo. Amy, hey sweetheart, how are you doing today? La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind. I leave as I came, in peace antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait! Stay where you are! Ah! Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. It is not polite to ask somebody how old they are, sweetheart, and it is Final Fantasy XIV. Was it also by her hand that you survived the ardor, I wonder? Well, okay then. I take it there is no need to explain. Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. So I got a comment here. So me and Urianger were standing together, and I got there a lot quicker, and yet he has longer legs. Urianger is slow. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you all right? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Urianger sent word to the students of Baldessian. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know of it. An Ascian, my lady? What was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white set forth from the walking sands. Yet Asians are wont to employ teleportation magic. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. But find him, Gran'ma. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Well, okay. Oh, it's okay, sweetheart. I'm just saying, you don't ask a lady how old she is. You're more than welcome to hang around. You just won't get that answer from me. Pray attend me, Tataru. Tataru! Alright, so we're gonna go find an Asian. I just noticed one of the people we were in party with. It has been an honor fighting alongside you all. May the light of love bless you. That was adorable. Okay, let us go and see if we can find this fella around the walking sands. I'm sorry, the waking sands. Alright. Aha. He's just standing there. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. I selected a screen I don't understand. In 1 second, I'm trying to. My control panel is not working. Nah, I'll try and figure that out later. Alright, I am told that you are the warrior of life, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Okay. Alright, let's see. We've got 10 more minutes. I'll see them again. Alright. Let's keep looking. I love your content so much. Keep up the good work. I need to go now. Bye, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in. And I look forward to you being here again. A graceful gargoyle. Alright. And we're continuing on. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Probably on the wrong thing. Good night. Luckily, we're above all of these. Yeah, so we got them. Or not. Alright. Gonna get rid of the conjurers first. Alright. The, the bird man, hi sweetheart. Remarkable. Truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save she who bested La Habrea could endure such examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. That's one thing to call him. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds, for through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that she could cast us out. And your mother favors you still, that much is plain. But surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. And it was, and so shall it be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives, if you will. Only believe me when I say this. Oh, that is Elizabeth. I forgot that was Elizabeth. Okay. I am Elizabeth, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God. And we shall meet again. Interesting. Alright. Head back. I'll write it. Head back down to Menfilia. and get them out of the Waking's hands. Ah, baby girl, let's go. Thank the gods you've returned, Grandma. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon? He was waiting for you? What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again? Of when does he speak? And of what exactly? The words of the Solidibus portend much, but reveal nothing. Say perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Build on the stone. Menphilia has a final favor to ask of you. Let us set aside the matter of this Ascian until we have completed our move to the Rising Stone. There is but one final favor I would ask of you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegan resistance. The truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained the deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the resistance with the vital imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters subtly conceived misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind a journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believe to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Orion J will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Synthesis. Hey, sweetheart. Good to see you. It's good to see you, too. I hope everyone had an absolutely wonderful weekend. I did a lot of resting and relaxing after they did my neck procedure, and I've gotten a lot of sleep, but I am still tired. Bless. Okay. I thought they departed. To what end dost thou linger? The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well, can I imagine the antecedent pain? Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Grandma, this is Menthilia. Forgive me, but I could wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If if you have yet to, once you have given the journal to Orion J, I bid you come to the seventh heaven of Revenant Toll. The Tara will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new Aetherite and Revenant Toll. After all, it is right on our doorstep. Hey, JD. What is this one? Oh, the King Lives. I will go through and do all of those one day. I'll grab media and say, you got about 15 minutes. and we'll like do them all. Oh, I am going to travel because that is my zero gil aetherite. Oh, excuse me. Outlandish man. Oh, Grandma, you're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up. As I was just telling your restive receptionist here, I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours. Splendid! From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Take that odd-looking fellow over there, for example. He's been eyeing us most suspiciously ever since we arrived. I cannot help but wonder if we are truly safe here. Ah, that man. I can't say I've spoken to him myself, but rumor has it he's come to hunt for ancient treasures in the Crystal Tower. You've seen the structure I speak of, no? It'd be hard to miss it. That massive pillar of shining crystal that looms high over the land just to the southeast of here. If the tales are to be believed, it's a remnant of some ancient civilization. The details remain a mystery, and that's no doubt why it's drawn adventurers and scholars from all over looking to unearth its secret. The man over there is no exception, and if my instincts are true, he knows more than most. If you're curious about the tower yourself, you could do worse than talk to him and see what he knows. Tatar, I love Tatar. I wish they would just get little Wedge and Tataru together. Wedge loves her so much. Tataru! I absolutely adore it. Why, if I weren't otherwise occupied with my duties here, I'd have half a mind to join you. I mean, just look at her. I can scarce begin to imagine what wonders lie inside. Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip a beat despite the relocation. And with that, Grandma, I do believe it's time you officially announce your presence to everyone inside. The antecedents and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. Well, okay then. Alright, so the Crystal Tower Quest series is now available from the Outlandish Man. Outlandish is one word. In order to progress in the main scenario, you must first complete certain quests in the Crystal Tower series. While you are granted a respite from your duties as a scion, use your time to probe the depths of the Crystal Tower and see what ancient secrets may be gleaned. No, I think I'm going to go and speak with Menthilia and actually go talk to the Outlandish Man and get those over with. I mean, and enjoy that story. Into the Rising Stones. Here we go. I don't mind most of it, but man, there are moments. Quad is my nemesis of the three. And here we have her big old office area. Well, it is certainly spacious. I'm not kidding. It's got its own fireplace and seating area and there's Louis Wise' weapon. Today marks a new beginning for the scions of the Seventh Dawn, for today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people, proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties to the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit political considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea! A moment of your time, Grandma. I would speak of Elizabeth. Pardon the intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Baldessian hath been met with silence. No one will respond? How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, my lady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, no, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None would penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of Baldessian, they may know of it. Although the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elizabeth. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from a crimson-clad Ascian, perhaps? Or Osher? Or Puss? Or which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Ascian menace. But I was wrong. He endures and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elizabeth spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly. A way to spare his world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Grandma. I discern them all around, disturbance too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Oh, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Trial, where are you? The soap eater, high sweetheart. Your intercession was not foretold. Uh-oh. Now, Briales, you object? We question. Our plans are in motion. Your intentions unclear. They survived the seventh ardor and are strong now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will, so too shall I. We labor not at a cross purpose. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see. Alrighty then. A realm awoken. Alright, so we're gonna leave that there because I want to go ahead and get the crystal towers out of the way. It is a raid, but the content somewhatly will tie into a much later uh, X pack. So, but we need to open this because at some point it will stop you from progressing in the main story quest. So, outlandish, man. Every time I see that title, it makes me roll my eyes. Alright. Legacy of Alag. An oddly garbed man visiting Revenant Toll has some information which might be of interest to an experienced adventurer. Do I know you? Ah, unless I am very much mistaken, you are the famed adventurer who bested the Garlean Empire's general, are you not? The great Gran'ma Lalafell herself. Amazing. And more than a little serendipitous. One might even call it fate. I but recently received word of a truly unique opportunity, you see. An opportunity the like of which none but one of your proven worth can take advantage. The reward? Not less than the accumulated knowledge of a fallen civilization. The risk? A single misstep could cost you your life. But what is a little danger to a storied hero such as you? A woman with absolute confidence in her abilities stands to profit handsomely from this venture. No. No, I crave no recompense for my part in bringing this opportunity to your attention. The historic discoveries you shall make will be reward enough, I assure you. If my words have fanned the flames of your curiosity, then I bid you seek a man by the name of Rambrose at St. Quinnox's Font. It is he who stands at the doorway, untold marvels, awaiting the arrival of a champion bold enough to march across the threshold. Yes, yes, I am very, very familiar with Rambrose. He's the one that we talked to in order to get the scholar gear that we got. Because it was unearthed. And none of these are voiced. Understandably, for a later reason of why. Why, if it isn't Grandma Lalafell herself. I was not expecting such a celebrated guest. To what do I owe the honor of this visit? You were directed here, you say, by a man clad in foreign garb? Well, the opportunity he spoke of must surely refer to our latest anthropologographical endeavor. Quite how he came to know of it is another matter. All knowledge of this project was supposed to be restricted to my organization. But that is something for me to ponder in private. You are here now, and your services will, I am certain, prove invaluable. I must warn you, however, that the venture we have in mind is no simple excavation. An unprepared or incautious adventurer could very well find herself on an unplanned and unpleasant journey to Thal's solemn halls. Knowing this, do you still wish to lend us your cooperation? I got you, fool. I rather thought you would say that. Your courage is scarcely a secret. Now, the first... Gran'ma! I thought it was you. I said, what brings you to St. Coinox? Don't tell me. The Alliance has sent you on another realm-shaking, history-making mission to lay low an apparently inseparable foe. Yes? No? I see you two are already acquainted. That is well. Master Garland, our intrepid hero here, caught wind of the forthcoming expedition and has kindly pledged to assist us. She has she? Glad to have you aboard, Grandma. You don't have the faintest idea what you volunteered for, do you? Very well. Let us begin at the beginning. The sons of St. Coinage are tasked with unearthing the secrets of the long-fallen Allegan Empire. And this present endeavor aims to delve more deeply into the civilization's mysteries than ever before. But I know that look. In the event that you feel ill-equipped to contribute much on the subject of Allegan archaeology, I invite you to recall your encounter with the Ultima weapon. That mechanical monstrosity represents a feat of engineering far beyond aught Garlemald can presently achieve. Nero Tolskava simply awoke it. I mention this by way of a reminder that you have had what one might term extensive first-hand experience with a notable Allegan relic. In short, you're practically an archaeologist. Now to the core of the matter. Here in Mordona, there stands an entire Allegan structure which we have yet to investigate. I speak, of course, of the Crystal Tower. After witnessing the destructive capabilities of the Ultima weapon and the lesser moon Dalamod, before it seems wise to treat any remnants from that era with the utmost caution. They must be analyzed, monitored, and above all kept from falling into the wrong hands. Man, I was worried about you yesterday, and I was thinking about you and your family today. Would go eat dinner. Well, I'm doing well. I had my neck procedure on Friday and I did a lot of resting over the weekend. So I am doing very, very well. But thank you for your concern. To put it plain, I have no wish to see another maniacal legatus wield one of those weapons. It was this thought which first moved me to contact the Sons and propose that the tower be explored. For several millennia, the Crystal Tower remains hidden, buried deep underground, but like so many other things that were better left undisturbed, the structure was freed from its stony prison by a great upheaval which accompanied the coming of the Seventh Umbral Era. It now stands revealed excuse me, in all its splendor. And gleaming spear, hang on, let me drink a little bit of water. Okay, try this again. In all its splendor, a gleaming spear of crystal pointed at the bosom of the heavens. Well, okay, then we're not getting in that way. We believe the tower to be the repository of much of an ancient's wisdom. Unfortunately, its entrance is guarded by formidable defenses, and we cannot so much as peep through the keyhole, much less set foot inside. These defenses take the form of statues carved into the likeness of giant swordsmen, the Eight Sentinels, as the Sons are wont to call them, is the first barrier we must overcome. Excuse me. Why not simply fly over them in an airship, you ask? It's been tried before. Any vessel that ventures too close to the tower is blasted out of the air. We either destroy those statues or the front door is forever beyond our reach. Hey, Ellie, how you doing, baby? My colleagues and I are ill-suited to negotiating such deadly hazards. Thus, if we are to gain access to the tower's secrets, we must needs employ the services of an experienced adventurer. It will be difficult and dangerous, Gran'ma, but I can think of no finer woman for the task. If I didn't know better, I'd say you had a taste for these deadly escapades. I look forward to working with you again. There is much and more to be done before we can begin the expedition proper. Take some time to prepare yourself, and I shall explain the challenges that lie ahead. About to go play Squatter. Yay! Yeah, I will be streaming Squatter, I believe, on Friday. Um, I think, think. Um, I've swapped some things around a little bit because of when Lane's one of my mods that helps me or that I play with uh, is off work. So I do believe that Swarter is still on Friday because I think tomorrow is 14th Hildebrand and Wednesday is Wrath, and I do believe Thursday is reset day. I think that's what we said. I'll have to like get confirmation, but Sorter is definitely going to be on Friday. Alright. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by a powerful defense mechanism, utilizing one of the four elements of fire, water, wind, and earth. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks on these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurity, much like the flawless specimens used by the beastmen in their primal summoning ritual. Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they used. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals. For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Primate for Lenosia, where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and Ugamaro mines are located. You may be certain that the materials used in the Beastman's sacred rituals will be well defended. But whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful. My best friend in Wisconsin sent me a red-made jobstone from Etsy with the message, please don't find me next time you We call the LB3, the limit break, when it has 3 of them, they're blind. So I get it. I went no promises because I will be running the Evercold raids and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. But we got to get through all the patches first and get my main Gran'ma her healer book. So, although I did look at the red maid, this version of it, and absolutely fell in love with it. So I may have to, on the side, do the red maid one. And the paladin when it gets up there. Dagnabbit. Alright, let's see if we can get, because we might aggro a little bit. Because we are only 52, and I think everything in here is like 48. You'll be running in this drunk. I actually fell in love with the warrior. Not even lying. Oh! For some reason I thought we had to go deep into territory. But evidently not. But yeah, I am doing the, now that it's all out, Hildy I like to do all in one big chunk. Because as much as I absolutely adore the storylines, it also gets a little bit ridiculous, and if I spread it out, it's painfully ridiculous. So I do it, I have fun with it, not shooting her bombs and all that, so I can't wait to do that one. I don't know if I have decided if I'm going to do uh, the Hildies on this one until much, much later and like do a bunch of them at one time. Oops. Did I miss something? Oh, it's on the other side. Oh, we get to meet one of my favorite NPCs. When I first met him, he was cute. A little arrogant, but he was cute. But I have grown to adore him. Okay, so let's go back to oh. But yeah, I run everything on Scholar, so that chocobo. But yeah, I absolutely adore a red mage. It's what I do my PvP in. And as you can see, I had to get a red mage on this one. Because they are just that much fun. Okay. How progress your efforts? How progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastman's stronghold? Well, I got earth and I got water. So these are the famed, flawless crystals of the beast tribes. I've seen countless specimens from I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare to these. Their purity is astounding. You have done well, Gran'ma. With these in our possessions, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The former lies in Zaharak, the war camp of the Amalja in Thanalan. The latter, whoop, I did not mean to let go of that. The latter in Natalan, the roost of the Ixal in the hills of Kaortha. You can expect them to be as closely guarded as the first two, if not more so. And still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding success. Alright, well. Just one half dozen together, I suppose. Alright. Get in there and get that one. We'll head to the... Is it just me, or is this not taking as long as it did initially? I mean, did they cut out a lot of stuff? Because, and maybe it's just further on. I don't know. It really does feel like they've cut a lot out. My server lost the road to 90 last month, so now I'm struggling to level any job. Oh! Yeah, I have the melee ninja monk Dragoon, and Sam to get up to 80 on my original Gran'ma. But they are at least they're all above 70. Well, one is almost like you can barely see the end of the little XP bar. But they're once I get that one, but they're 70 and above, so a little bit more. But I had to take a break from it because I kept running the trust and all that. And Lord have mercy. Looks like somebody just came through here and killed something. Oh, I don't know. There you are. Yeah, Evangelion is the only anime I watch anymore, so the way I lost my mind when they raised out of Mount Yeah, we go. Ah! Back to the Reborn. Because I could just keep hitting that one for nothing. And truth be told, when people are actually paying attention, I actually loved the Crystal Towers in the beginning when I first started running them because people were actually paying attention to what they were doing. Now people don't turn away from the eyeball and they get the doom and they get mad, and I have to tell them that that is not the kind of doom that we can assume. They have to go find a lit up circle or actually turn around when it's casting. And I can't tell when it's casting, and it's like they're fighting it. How do you not see the big eyeball pop up? Gran'ma, it's good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystals from the basement? I did. Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparation. I hope I did not give the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet. Alas, there is another step which must be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquire are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. That's why it felt like it was so long. We got the crystals, we just haven't done the thing to it. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower's defenses, they must needs be cut and polished. A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. Securing them will be a challenge in itself, I fear. And needless to say, we will be requiring your services once again. Now we get to meet them. By golly. Sanding it down. Reborn wishes to proceed with the shaping of the flawless crystal. If the flawless crystals you procure for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. I struggle with melee classes staying in range of the enemy. I do have the astrologian. I think that one's up to 80. I don't know if I've gotten that one actually up to 100 yet. The cards still confuse me. Even as simple as they have made it from when they first dropped it, and you had specific cards you had to put on specific people, and back before that you could go in as a DPSer or a DPS healer or a healer, or it was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. So it's one of those. That's one of the ones that I just kind of like push along with Chloe's book or Trust or something, and I just try to keep it up. So I get it. Well, okay then. Excuse you. Alright. If the flawless crystals you procure for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I say substances, but one might just as well call them one substance, namely aether sand, which has four elementally aspect varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not unusual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah seems the likeliest place to purchase the quantity we require. I thought we had to go, kill some things or something. When I contacted the guildmaster, however, I was informed that no aether sand was currently available. Never mind. Though I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in. I have yet to receive aught but apologies. I should mention at this point that I placed the order some time before you procured the flawless crystal. I am well aware that acquiring aether sand is no small feat, of course, but I am not an impatient man. But I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk that the tower's secret may fall into the hands of other, less savory parties. Hi, Emily. How are you doing, darling? You have to sleep. Good night, darling. Hi, bye, dream sweet. That is why I wish to entrust you with the payment for our purchase and send you to speak directly with Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when next we meet, you will have found at least one of the four varieties of aether sand we require. That's right. Get one and find the other. Man, it's been a long time. That is okay. Serendipity. Ah, Mistress Swallowfell. Welcome, welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? A bulging gill pouch? Okay. Ooh, lordy. Let me get some more water. And I dare not drink anything with caffeine because I want to go to bed eventually because I have to get up and go to work in the morning. Alright. You're here on behalf of the Sons of St. Conix? What fortunate timing. I was just about to contact Master Rambrose with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire aspect aether sand. I'm afraid it may be some time before we can supply the other three varieties. But you are welcome to settle accounts for which we have now. Praise feet with Jemima over. I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting other customers. Come on! There must be something you can do. Without that sand, we'll have to rethink our whole design. I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, the aether sand in question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you've offered as partial payment. Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or two. Hi, Biggs. Grandma, it's been too long. What brings you here then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you? Well, now that is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gills clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Calming and yet invigorating at the same time. Oh no, you're here for the bloomin' Aether Sand, aren't you? Well, I can't deny the Allegan civilization's a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with a new airship design to think of much else, see? Well, I say tinkering. Wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we managed to put together a prototype, a crystal-powered propulsion system. We got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise. As a matter of fact, anyway, to cut a long story short, our design called for 4 varieties of aether sand. And that's why I can't just relinquish my claim on this batch here. Even for you, lass. How are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovations if not by technologically innovating, eh? While I hesitate to interrupt on such impassioned speech, a duty compels me to point out that this lady is representative of the organization that reserved the aether sand in question. To mention nothing of the fact that her purse is considerably larger than yours. Oh, it's like that, is it? Alright, this batch is yours. I'll let you have it, but if you're going to go take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours. I'll take this as a yes. It's not like every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, they'll inspire me to think up another technological innovation or two. Well, alright then. Now then, from what you told me, I'm guessing you'll be needing the other 3 varieties of elementally expected aether sand as well, right? Then rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. And it just so happens that I know a good place to start. There is said to be a peddler in northern Thanalan who very occasionally handles the earth-expected variety of aether sand. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being just the other day. It seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanalan without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. Head out the blue fog, and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought. Well, okay, let's go to Blue Fog. Where's Wedge? Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. Okay. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat, silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale. Wish to hear my tale? I warn you, 'tis no stirring epic, but As you asked, my employer, a Lala-felon lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sin. I forget what it was called, but 'tis apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been stolen by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandit stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarms were raised, the rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion, and I've not seen him since. Oh, my word. Hmm? Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Then you best be prepared for the worst. It's just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Amaldian mithril mine, but I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. Oh, Lord of mercy. Jezab! Hey, darling. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. Whoop! For a while. There we go. Let's go rescue Wedge. Again. Bless his heart. Oh, that's right. It was down here, and you end up having to like fight every friggin' thing and body because stagnant it. Alright, we'll start out here. Aw, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. We're going to bring in here. Hopefully not aggro anything else. Hi, Wedge. It is. I like it. How could I be so stupid sneaking into a bandit's lair? It's it's just not the sort of thing I do, and now I'm going to die for it. No, I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go. Yarg! I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back. Hey, Wedge. Gran'ma! Is it really you? But how did you find me? Can you smell fear? Actually, ignore the smell. I expected you're wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen aether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research as it happens, and it was, I can see, perhaps a touch foolish and very nearly fatal, but I did succeed in snatching the stuff before my bodyguards ran away and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes and what looked like very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it. Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen aether sand is right here in my, oh, oh dear. It must have fallen out when I was, taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet. Hey, Anna. I hope this live stream gets lots of viewers. Thank you, sweetheart. I love the little tuft on his hair on the top and the, yeah, I know, right? He's so cute. You'll find the aether sands in my stead? Oh, thank the gods that you're a true friend, Gran'ma. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors. Oh, Wedge. my chocobo got hungry and went elsewhere. Oh, God. Alright, let's see if we can maybe scoop. There it is. Yeah, no. I knew I was going to get him. It's a matter of time. Oh my word. That's that big old bag. Alright, let's go get Wedge. If I can get back in here without aggroing anything. Gran'ma, have you had any luck locating the Aether Sand? Yes, dear. Yes! That's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect Aether Sand? And you're working with the chief? A treasure trove of Allegan knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation. But it sounds as if your problem can't be solved by any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. Any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right. I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona with an eighth of sand before there are any more little more mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets, Grandma. Okay, Wedge. If I had a lot of money, I'd give you lots of bits. Aw, you're sweet. Okay. And it really does look pretty in the purple and pink background. Okay. We got two of them, or one of them. I think just one of them. Ah, Grandma, you have returned. I take from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some aether sand. Tell me, which variety did you find? Oh, I did get two. I got the fire kiss and the earth cradle. I see. Two varieties. Well, that is two more than could reasonably be expected, and two less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. If all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like this every day. Speaking of which, how in the seven hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are, but aether sand isn't something you simply find gathering dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet. Yeah, Biggs, Wedge, all that other happy stuff. You had help from Biggs and Wedge. Trust him to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turned my back. How's a genius meant to rest his laurels when his employees are so damnably inventive, eh? And now they're determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It will be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the two remaining varieties of aether sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambrose, have we any information on where the water and wind aspect types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We will soon see if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about the prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Goodbye! Have a good night. Mayhap an explanation is in order, but first let us savor the preliminary victory that Gran'ma has won for our cause, if only for a moment. I need to, because I keep putting my head down a little bit when I'm reading. There we go. That's a little better. All right. Let's see. Okay, so it wasn't 8 hours, it was 6, but I digress. I thought it is not posted. I do not see my little number pop up where there's a new thing that adds me since I'm part of that group. I'm just saying. Okay. My performance for the 8th. Ram Prose wishes to discuss the procurement of the outstanding varieties of Aether. Hello, Milton. How you doing, darling? Yes, I must speak of the arrangements I have made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of Aether. Some days ago, I asked Australian acquaintance of mine to travel to Gran'ma and there gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, the more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hands. So therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to Black Shroud and seek out Parsamontret, the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where Aether Sand might be bought, it is he. Melotavian. Hello, Andrew. Did you have a good weekend? Let us go see if... Now, this feels more like it's taking forever. I know that sounds crazy, but... Hello, sir. Yes? I'm sorry? Did you say you wish to purchase Aether Sand? Forgive me, madam, but have you the faintest idea of the rarity of the material you seek? Why, I have not seen so much as a grain of Aether Sand in these markets for many a long year. I could tell you where one might mine the ore from which the water aspect and variety of the abrasive is derived, but only a desperate fool would willingly set foot in the place. You seem undeterred. Very well. Are you familiar with Earth's gift? That is where the ore is to be found. In an area inhabited by a particularly pernicious hog. Should you encounter the betussed nightmare, you will know that you are in the right place, albeit at the wrong time. Farewell. Melotavian. Hi, Kit. How are you doing, darling? A big fat chocobo. Mano, 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 no, 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 no. Okay, okay. Here. hog carcass is already done. I thought we had some more. You are too late, adventurer, and not only for the entertainment. You will find no trace of the ore which you but recently laid here. Nay, not so much as a speck. I do too. It's so cute. Love my video. Thank you, kitten. Ah, no. You will never spy me from here. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen. As I told you, the water-blessed mineral you hope to find is gone. Taken by me. Victory has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternative source of astronomy. The wind touch variety, to be specific. I trust I have your attention. Good. A band of Ixal on the north shroud keeps the quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be erased. The Ixaly lodging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. I will swing you around by your tail, sir. Alright. Now we gotta put that. Oh. Get that cake, baby. You get that cake. Hopefully they won't mess with me. Oh my word, is it that heavy? Hello, Emma. I have to go. I love you. You're my favorite, and I do not want to leave, but I tell my friends about you to subscribe to you. A sweetheart, darling. Have a good night. Hello, Sakai. Trying something new? Always trying something new. Bravo! That was quite a show adventure. Why, the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of Aethersen slipped my mind. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations! The wind touch embraces is yours. And yet, I haven't been treated to such a memorable performance. I cannot help feeling that the greater prize is mine. This inequity must not stand. I insist that you accept the token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east in a clearing within Proud Creek. So retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dullahans. Okay, I don't remember what Dullahan is, but we're about to find out. Oh, are they the big the big little giants? Depending on who I'm playing. Oh no, it's okay. No. I'm almost 53. Not what you were expecting? I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gist into aether sand. And do keep it safe, adventurer. Lest you accuse me of playing games, you should know that the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind until I saw you in action. Such deeds that must need to be rewarded. It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty. Thus it is my fervent wish that you continue your career with the same courage and zeal you have shown today. For we shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. Child, I'm going to thank you. Come out wherever you are. And meet the great champion who fell from the stars. Oh, he does. Oh. I think we actually get to meet him now. What news of your mission? Are we any closer to acquiring the remaining abrasives? There's the wind touch, and there's the water. Oh, you brought both? I shall have Master Garland begin work on these crystals immediately. Saw your post on Facebook about going live, pop up on all feeds. I went to other streaming sites. Oh, yeah, Mondays I come over here for my YouTube people, and I created a new Gran'ma. I call her a Gran'ma Reborn, and we are redoing the whole storyline for Final Fantasy XIV. Of course, you probably see me in Minecraft a lot lately. I'm actually building a big, huge thing downstairs for my October stream. I've been working really, really hard on it. Even talked to Yui about the teleport thing that I'm eventually going to need that gets people into it so they can come see it. So there, that should do the trick. Aren't they pretty? Excellent work. Now we possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter, I assure you. Gran'ma here is the one you should be thanking. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to Allegan's front door. You can't go without us, Chief. Fix the wedge. Hi, my babies. Fix wedge. Come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day you get a chance to study the wonders of the Allegan Empire, is it? Their technology makes Garlemald look ancient. I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads. I really do, but we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology they do not understand, and the realm has been dragged into the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed? Yes, Chief. It's freedom through technology. Exactly. Freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this. The wonders of the all-knowing Allegan Empire could not save their civilization, and have damn near doomed ours twice. I've been wondering why you haven't streamed on Mondays since you used to. You have been. Yeah, I've just been moved on Mondays. Mondays I moved it to YouTube. I still try to stream every Monday, but I's here. Those glasses on the character make me think of those glasses Dr. Nefaro wears in depict. It does. Nice. Now that is why we must explore the Crystal Tower, and if needs be, seal away its secrets. Oh my goodness. A compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding, yielding wills such as yours that have defined the course of history. Boy, get down here. Get down here. So you return at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you could not spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation? Why, the task you assigned to me, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the Aether Sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier I could not imagine. Hi, Raha. God, he looks so weird with just the one eye. Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say that we would meet again? I believe an introduction is in order. I am Grahatia, one of the students of Baldessian. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. Grahatia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own. Catboy, yeah. He's our baby. He looks so little. I mean, knowing what he looks like now, he looks so little and young. I think that's the word, not little, because he's still taller than Grandma. But he looks so young. He's our little baby boy. So then, our fellowship is complete, and all stand ready to step into the unknown. The three cheers for Noah. I forget he was a bard first. Noah? That is the name I have chosen for our little collection. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the sons of St. Conut, can we? And we must have a memorable appellation of our venture if our venture is to leave its mark in the annals of history. I could claim that Noah stands for nominated observers of artifact historical, and so it does, technically. But my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allegan archmagus. An archmagus? I like the sound of that. Very well, now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart? I don't know if we're going to have time to actually do the tower, but we can at least get it open, get the first one open. Ready! Of course, I could be mistaken. Hey, Graha. Labyrinth of the Ancient. Grahatia is eager to begin the expedition to the Crystal Tower. Esteemed colleagues, the secrets of ancient Alog beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer. Adventurer, you and I will join the engineers of the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Ambrose, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allegan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. But still, we can but make use of the resources at hand. Assuming all are in the agreement, let us proceed forthwith to the large lopsided gate found to the southeast. Gotcha. Gotta head out. Bye, Dark Honored. You are so kind, sweetheart. Yeah, nothing else. All right. Cutscene. Our little baby kitty. The crystal tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you are the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask that you take the lead for the present. I say, the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Unlucky for us that it is. One might otherwise stroll past them. But feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparation. These sentinels prevent would-be intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. No matter how swift they may be. Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Chief, it's too dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one? Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work. I mean, I would turn it to the side. Yeah, I would like turned it and let the crystal like hit it. Say. Success! After one, I'm convinced. Friends, ready your fangs. That's two. That's three. Of course, we're in a long pause here. LPS, hi, sweetheart. The last one is yours, old friend. It seems only right. And there we go. Ha! We did it! So much for the outer defenses. Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Speak of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while Grandma and her hand-picked party of her adventuring companions enter the tower. What, without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. Well, we did, and we will, but our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the place is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Grandma here fits the description better than anyone I know. Second bed for bless your heart. Not a problem. I'm already, it's one of those, I know what to do. I know they're not going to wait for cutscenes, and yeah, we're just going to push through it. And it is not as if we shall be idle in her absence. While Grandma and her companions are risking life and limb to beat us a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rubble for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavor, Historian Grahatia. Nah, do you ever tire of being right, old man? The fact that he calls him an old man is kind of comical now. Ahem, Grandma, as it seems I won't be accompanying you, allow me to at least to provide some instructions. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During this initial foray, I suggest you can concentrate on ridding the palace of hostile enemies or elements. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell and we shall join you post haste. No matter what Master Garland says. Although we would prefer it if any relics you encounter remain intact, you have leave to do whatever is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you, Grandma. Yeah, I wish they had taken that, the fortune go with you, Grandma, and like thrown it when we meet him again. Yeah, you think elegant, yeah. Alrighty then. Hopefully we can get into this rather easily and quickly, maybe. We are going to go up here. That is the entrance. There we go. I've never actually came out here and just like looked. So this is actually pretty cool. And I think it's that door we have to get to, maybe? Who knows? It says less than 5 minutes, but we will see. And it's fairly easy. There's only one real spot that I can remember that is that really big pain in the honey in this one, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this part, cool. Ah, oh, wow, we wait. Get me another drink of water. Yeah, see how those hearts. They're adorable. And you know what? Popcorn. And we ended up pulling the Doritos. Come on, people. I want to do this one before we leave. Maybe I'll drink this and go and start the MSQ. While we wait, we can at least progress. Okay. I don't know. This one normally pops fairly easily. But it's okay. I'm kind of excited that we're getting closer and closer to Mo and Brita. I love Urionze's reaction to her. Oh! Okay. Still Waters. Menphilia has a new assignment for you. A Highlander outside the Waking Sands, by the way, is who people think is the Bree Bomber. I told you I was going to... I can't get out there. And that is okay. Remind me next time. Or you can remind me tomorrow and I'll go and take a look at it real quick. Red and yellow hair right at the counter. Okay. Alrighty then. I forgot how cool this looks. Good night, sweetheart. Alright then. Looks like I'm not the only one. Hopefully this goes better than last night. Oh, I'm a little worried. Oh, my co-healer's after a lot I feel. Okay. Yeah, I'm not running. Oh my word. Alright. Scars and all, isn't it? No way. Nice. Did I just die? I did. I'm used to being overgeared, man. That's kind of comical. It truly, truly is. Somebody asked, the Grandma Lala fell? Yes, baby. New tune for my YouTube people. I love you, Grandma. Go Reborn. Let's see who you are. There we go. This is the part that I remember not liking. But at least they have the dragon on the outskirts. So. That. Woo! Alright, what am I on, dude? That means I need to like run. Unless they absolutely decide to wait. If I like being on A, that way I don't have to worry about it. There we go. Adventure plate. That's not been created. Am I on beat? Yeah, I'm on beat. Alrighty. Among Us, hello! How are you doing, darling? Okay. El Pato, hey, sweetheart. I can't even put a tick on him right now. Alright. I ain't mad. Okay. I guess I'm getting the follows from my Twitch too. Oh. Okay. Hey, we can do it. Bye, Thanatos. Oh, I do want to get some of this here until I get enough tones to be able to buy the good stuff. My Facebook. And he has a bomb earring. He does. I so we are on the far side. Well, at least they're killing the balloons. Alright, yay! Knock on wood, I don't think it drinks me, but it is a pretty good run. Like I said, I have no doubt that they will go on and not wait for the cutscene, but King Behemoth. Outside the hitbox, outside the hitbox. Yukio. He is not a very pretty man. Oh, yeah. Got everybody? Really? Nope. I am not rubbing him. Bye-bye, Dragoon. I guess I was in the wrong spot when he did a cleave. Outside of me dying, I have to say that was a pretty friggin' good run. Not the Dragoon. Nah. Okie doke. I thought, or them. I said I would doubt you, but I don't have it on this one. If it keeps streaming. Ho there, Grandma. But yeah, I'm used to being max level when I go through there now, so that was all on me. I'll know better for the next one. But very impressive, I must say. Your name shall be writ large in the volumes that are sure to be penned on this historic expedition. The scale of the structure defies comprehension. As someone plainly thought bigger was better. You know, now that I think about it, I don't think you see this part when we see the Crystal Tower again. According to the findings of my Baldessian colleagues, the Crystal Tower was constructed to collect and store the endless energies of the sun, a characteristically ambitious undertaking. Now, what of the tower's inner defenses? Judging by your haggard expression, clearing out the labyrinth was no small feat. A giant of a man wielding a shimmering scimitar, you say? Yes, that would have been Phlegathon, not Archeron, Phlegathon. He was a hero of the Allegan's Revolution. And you gleaned that from what exactly? His choice of weapon? Well, I am a historian, and I have a certain, shall we say, affinity for the lore of the Allegan Empire. It is, of course, all knowledge gleaned from musty scrolls and tomes. The ancient texts claim that the Crystal Tower is defended by the champions of El, resurrected and augmented through the Allegan's extraordinary technology. Chief, you need to see this. I'm new savvy. Welcome, sweetheart. Well, okay then. Well, there it is, the foot of the tower. What surprises do you have in store for us, I wonder? I can't tell you how glad I am to have you with us on this little jaunt, old friend. Had you not beaten a path through that maze, I very much doubt we'd be standing here now. Well, we have much to discuss and digest. Let us retire to St. Conan's Fine for the present, and there plan our next step. Unless there be any doubt, our expedition has some way to go yet. That was a lot of fun, though. Hi, Angel. Alrighty then. So we will turn that in next Monday. Oh, I'm going to return to the free company housing. Oh, we got a friend request. Here we go. Accept. But yeah, we will be back with more of the Crystal Towers next week, next Monday, and I will try, to get some better gear. Like I said, I'm used to being in like level 100. Heck, I was used to. It's easy peasy once you hit like 60 gear, 70 gear. But I'm probably barely geared for it, so we'll get there hopefully. Hello, Mr. Gato. So yeah, but I will be back tomorrow. I'm going back over to Twitch to do Final Fantasy 14. We're up to Dawn Trail in the patches, and I will be starting the Hildebrand Dawn Trail. And get that going and see if we can't knock it out. At least a big portion of it. I don't know how long it is. I normally go through and see if there's any like dungeons or trials or anything. I haven't done any of it. So we're doing it live. YOLO. But thank y'all for being here. I had a lot of fun, even though I died a couple of times in there, but I know better and I will get better geared before we go into the next one. So thank you for joining. Peace out. Keep doing you both and have an absolutely fantabulous evening. Bye, guys. Dream sweet.